gonna continue to get cranky about your lawn mowing complaint.
Yeah, well, I'm also lazy, so this happens.
Yeah, no, that makes a little more sense.
Twitch.tv/boggles goggles loggle woggle woggle.
So we're gonna play a
hey,
game
Castlevania!
that we
love
have streamed
Castlevania.
before, technically.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait a second.
But it's
This is the Saturn version, isn't it?
this is the Saturn version.
Oh, the bad version?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was a little bit weird and terrible. And that's saying a lot, considering all I'm looking at is the title screen here.
Translation patch.
Yep, because this was only Japanese, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty harsh.
And more importantly, we can play as a different character.
Play as Maria. So does this game like have the hot swapping modes from as seen in very cool game Dawn of Sorrow?
Hot swapping.
You know,
that
where
you
like
go-
you can just
no.
swap between characters?
No, not at all.
No.
Well, that
You choose them at the
seems-
beginning, and that's it. But
That seems like
Maria's got
missing
gun
the point.
fingers.
I do like that they had her riding a horse instead of running like Alucard does. That's pretty nice.
Horses are hard to draw.
Yes,
I
they
bought
are.
a Japanese Saturn just to play this game, and it was very disappointing.
Yeah, that's. Wait, so she starts with like the super jump?
Yeah, it's the same as Richter. If you ever play as him, he starts with the ability to do whatever.
Yeah, that struck me as odd too. Like none of these characters were like, oh, you have to go through the trouble of unlocking them. They were all just there on the screen.
Yeah, which is how we like it.
That is how we like it.
So every time you guys say Saturn, I keep thinking of the car.
Well, I keep thinking of the planet.
I also think of the planet.
Yeah,
I
Planets.
only think of Sega systems.
planet's notoriously cooler than cars and Sega
No,
systems.
well, I thought of the planet first. Before.
Yeah, way to do damage control.
No, I did. Ask Gogglebob.
I don't remember that particular instance.
Wow. Rude.
Just got thrown under a bus.
said
Where's
something about
your
Saturn.
divine
Like,
beast?
Are we going to space?
I believe that's something you pick up, right?
I'm going to space.
Oh, really?
I'd be a spaceman.
Yeah, space.
I think they're item crashes or something.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like I
I
know
will
they're
say,
available.
I will say her. How to put this? Her sprite is well animated. Yeah, I mean it's like
Well, the
she's
sprite
clearly
was
not
in the
like as
PlayStation
animated as PlayStation Alucard, but like
I like how her hair gets around.
yeah, like there's some effort going on here, but the same time it looks weirdly, how to put this, smeary. Like some of these frames look like they just Photoshop tilted the sprite.
Yeah, no, there is definitely some sort of weird. It almost reminds me of Sprite comics. Like,
Yeah, like-
it's not quite there.
Yeah, something. It's somebody who like knows how to talk about this shit could do a way better job. But all I can say is that
Somebody
there
get
feels
Kiki
like
on the
there's
call.
something very distinctly off, and it's bugging me just a little
Because
bit.
the background looks so polished and the sprite looks like a much lower
No, it's not even that.
different quality. There's a word that I'm missing here.
Yeah, no, I'm missing it too. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. But it feels at risk of consigning myself to a much deserved early death. Feels game maker-y.
Eh,
I'm not gamer enough. I don't see the problem with this.
That means that you have opportunity to be a happier person than we are in this moment.
Or it means that you probably haven't played the PlayStation version.
I've never even been near a PlayStation in real life.
In real life. In the virtual world, they're all over the place.
IRL.
On the interwebs.
Birthday.
What about it?
Saved.
I'm
Are you
having
and
mine
Beat doing
set.
anything exciting for your birthdays, Chromes?
They're gonna join.
Oh yeah, it is. My birthday is coming up. My wife got me Trigun Maximum, the new hardcover volumes, which are very nice. She got me volumes 2 and 3.
Is that the original manga?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. They could have made one for the new thing. I don't know
They
what
didn't.
words mean.
They didn't. No.
Words.
No, they did not. In fact, make a brand new comic based on the anime that I was not terribly fond of. Which is not to say it didn't have potential, but like, all I could see was the potential that it squandered, which makes me the bastard man. That's on me. That's a problem with the show, but like, you know, it's my it will not affect your enjoyment of the show, presumably.
Bastard man.
I enjoyed it.
You would. I'm sorry.
I'm probably just gonna go out to dinner for my birthday.
I mean, you're an
Dinner's
adult
nice.
now, Chromes. It's very normal. I doubt I'll do anything more complicated than that for my birthday. I mean,
You're not
Cass had
gonna-
a whole birthday party, but that was like a month late, so just throw that out there.
Ouch.
Why did you destroy the fetal like abomination in the globe?
Why not?
And for that matter, why are all your sub-weapons also kept in the globes that they keep a fetal abominations in?
This is a lab. That's what they do.
Fetal abominations everywhere.
Yeah, you know, like they grow a thing in the tube and then it escapes and just like the last words of its creator is "No, you were my perfect creation." Arg! You know that whole song and dance.
Thank you, Mary Shelley.
Creator.
You know, it goes with the decor.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking-
how many hearts does an item crash cost? 40?
Maybe I'm waiting for a boss. You know that's coming up.
Okay, what were you saying, Cassandra?
Speaking of creators, did y'all see the trailer for Lilo and Stitch?
No,
Live action Lilo and Stitch.
I have gone out of my way to not see it, and I refuse to change that policy because Lilo and Stitch is a good movie, and none of the remakes have been.
They're
That's
just
Why, Cassandra? What did you think of it?
trying to. Oh, sorry.
No, I wasn't looking for it and happened to come across it, but apparently I've heard a lot of praise for it being shot for shot remake.
Which
So
is like,
what
what's
you're
the
saying
point?
is, not only is it hideous, but it's also completely creatively and emotionally bankrupt. Well, thank you for the warning.
Like
I've heard. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I've only
No, go
seen
ahead, please.
the one.
I've heard nothing but criticism for the Lilo and Stitch live action trailer, mainly because they're like just generally trying to defang the original message of the movie.
That's what I've seen too.
Like the whole tour, like the tourism thing with like Hawaii. Like they're literally trying to scrub that message out of it. So they're like, go to our Hawaii resort, Disney. It's like no.
Is there a Disney park in Hawaii now?
There's a resort.
I'm certain they have a resort. I don't know about a park. There probably won't be.
Yeah, I know there's a resort. I don't think that there's a park.
Like
but I didn't realize that that's why the original was made. I didn't realize that was part of it.
Like the main criticism, like Lilo and Stitch is trying to is about like criticism of like tourists.
Yeah, like that's constant in the original. Like every time that one dude loses his ice cream, he's a stand-in for like every shithead white American visiting Hawaii.
And it's like they turned that dude into a native Hawaiian.
Yeah.
What is even the point of that?
Exactly.
Right? Like the whole point is that Lilo is taking a picture of like the tourists, just because tourists will be fucking weird about the native Hawaiians and take pictures of them like they're a fucking attraction.
Weird, full stop anywhere you go. But sorry.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, as somebody who lives at a tourist destination, I did always appreciate that aspect of the movie.
You didn't do an item crash.
I don't know how to do it. I tried a different thing.
It's the triangle button, isn't it?
There is no such thing as a triangle button on the Saturn.
You're right. Huh.
You gotta push all 6 buttons at once. That's right. The Saturn had 6 buttons. It was a bad idea.
You know what the worst thing about the movie is? Like,
please go on.
The person they chose to be the actress for like Lilo's older sister, Nani, I think. She's a white chick, and they like.
What, really?
They put
Holy
her
shit.
in brown face.
Are you serious?
That's brown face. Yes.
Now I have to look this up. Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's see here. Come on.
Well, maybe the cross doesn't have one.
That's possible.
She's also a Zionist, which is like, not to get political here, but...
Okay,
Not
let's
great.
see. Sydney Aguirong. Who the fuck is this? Let's see.
Rights for
Native of Hawaii.
Palestinians shouldn't be political, IMO.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
And
like
raised on the island of Kauai.
like if she's like that about those types of issues, then obviously I don't trust her to be like, I don't know, normal about issues surrounding the colonization of Hawaii.
Alright, so she might have some native Hawaiian blood in her. I'm not seeing like a lineage or anything, because there are plenty of white people born in Hawaii. But my god, does she have resting white woman face?
It's really important that Nani is like a darker Hawaiian woman. So it's like, I don't know, it's baffling that they chose like a really pale person.
All right.
If
I'm
she's-
gonna just post this photograph in general, and I just want to tell you, like, I saw girls like that wearing "Thank God I'm Irish" shirts in high school.
I mean, that might have just been yesterday. Who knows?
Or yesterday, for that matter. Like, yeah, that they're making choices, and all those choices are terrible.
Oh, buddy.
Like, they deliberately made her like several shades darker in the film, like in the trailers, and it's like, that's brown face. Like, that's not just a tan at that point. That's brown face.
I haven't seen the trailer. I'm going to Why am I being fucking generous? You just said she's a Zionist. Fuck her. Fuck her and the horse she rode in on.
Oh, she's not even Native Hawaiian. Wow.
So I just Googled her name, and this Reddit thread came up.
Okay.
That's never a good sign.
The subreddit is called Faux Moi. And it says she's Wasian, not Native Hawaiian. And I don't even know what that word means.
Asian, like white, Asian. Or-
That's what I'm assuming.
Seems like
I've never seen that word before.
Look, as like a 100% honky, I try to avoid weighing in on these sorts of things because that's way the fuck outside my wheelhouse. But like, I'm just saying, like, if I were central casting, you showed me a picture of the character from Lilo and Stitch, and then showed me that lady's headshot, I would be like, okay, what else you got? Also, you're fired for coming into work drunk. Are you serious?
The original guy that they cast for David, the main dude in the movie.
Like the surfer dude?
Yeah. Apparently, the original David was racist, and they had to recast him. Wow, this
Why
is
am I not
already...
fucking... This is such a fucking cursed production.
We're
like,
gonna need a new David.
At this point, like, you could just tell me that, also a meteor hit the set on day 3 and an actual fucking alien came
I
out
was about to say, that'd
and
be appropriate.
and ate the dog they had trained to, like, act like Stitch. I believe you.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I'll be right back.
Her sister has been in a bunch of shows and things. Nickelodeon, Starfalls.
I was going to ask if this woman was one of the like random children owned by Disney.
No, well, this is her sister.
She's the sister of a child owned by Disney. Got it.
Well,
They got the whole family as a set.
Yeah, I don't know.
Before I forget, Fanboy told me all to say some cusses in his honor, so fuck all of y'all. Fuck Disney. Fuck Lilo and Stitch. Fuck all the remakes. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck video games. Fuck you.
Aw, video games. I like
Fuck video games. You would.
Videos game.
Videos game.
Does Richter never get the thing that shows you how much damage he's taking?
I don't recall.
Or have you missed it?
No, I don't
Hunting
think
girl.
you get anything as Maria. I mean, it's kind of slapdash.
Uh-huh.
So this is clearly a rush job.
I mean, there's also some new areas in the game somewhere, but I have no idea where to find them.
It's at
I've
the
heard
bottom.
they are bad.
I have heard that too, but this is my first time ever playing this version of a game that I otherwise know by heart.
The new areas at the bottom of the map.
Like below the abyss?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's gonna take a while.
Or maybe right above it.
Well, we'll do our best to find it. Hopefully it has a sign or something.
The Windows.
I remember it not
You
taking
guys
that
who
long.
know
to
shit
get
about
there.
computers, what's the difference between Windows x64 and Windows ARM64?
One's for x86 64 processors, and one is for ARM processors.
I have no idea
It's
how.
whichever one
confirm
your
that.
computer has.
Your computer most likely has x86 64 processor.
Okay, cool. That's the version of Dolphin I'm downloading then.
You only have an ARM processor if you're on like a tablet or Microsoft Surface or a
Okay,
Mac
so
laptop.
some
New
bullshit
one.
that I'm not ever gonna be on. I have a gaming laptop, apparently, because that's what the Amazon said it was.
Yeah, those will have a traditional processor.
Cool.
Damn it, did the same stupid thing twice in a row.
You don't say. Just twice, huh?
It happens.
See, when this Lilo and Stitch talk made me think, are there any movies I am excited to see this year?
There's like a Superman movie coming out.
Yeah, that one looks super cool, but like that's, for me at least, that's a hell yeah, I'll watch that, but like, it's not something I am excited. Well, I guess I am a little excited. Sure, okay, that one makes the ranks.
Yay!
But
The
like,
winner.
other than that, I kind of want to see Thunderbolts because it looks like, because I already like a bunch of those characters and their actors, and it looks like just a, hey, here's a bunch of dumbasses hanging out kind of movie. That sounds fun to me.
I mean, you particularly like whatever the red dude.
Yeah, he's great. He's fucking awesome. And
The red dude?
a Red Guardian, played by Jeff Bridges, I believe.
Noted.
Is that Jeff Bridges?
I'm
Thought
pretty
it
sure
was
it's
somebody
Jeff Bridges.
Which movie are we talking about now?
It's not Jeff Bridges.
David.
No, David. No, that's right. It's
David Harbour.
David Harbour. Yeah, that's it. I got my dudes mixed up. David Harbour. And I very badly want to see the Smashing Machine starring The Rock because the documentary is just an absolute gut punch of a documentary, and it that can be a very painful watch. Be partially because Mark Kerr was such a uniquely gentle and fragile person, which is an insane thing to say about a dude who beat the shit out of people for a living. So I do want to see the Smashing Machine, but that's more of just a God. I can only imagine how badly they're gonna fuck this up type of fascination. Not a that's much less genuine, I would say. And other than that, it's just nothing. I can't think of a single fucking thing.
I think her run cycle actually looks worse than it did on PlayStation.
I mean,
I'm agreeing with you here. There's something wrong with it.
her
Is it
run
missing a frame?
cycle on the PlayStation is supposed to only be on screen for like 3 seconds. So, like, you look at it for longer than like a single like step. Like, it's not supposed to really cycle. It's supposed to exist to get her out of the room. The end.
It feels like her legs are moving too fast.
It'd be great if
Like-
she just went into a Sonic the Hedgehog sprint.
Yeah, just big ol' loop-de-loop. That'd be fun.
Oh, bad news. She can't sit down.
Boo.
No.
Let Maria sit down. There's no justice in this world. Maria can't sit.
Well, they made her skirt too short.
That kind of makes sense.
He's sitting. It's a side profile. It's fine. They did make her skirt too short, though. Like, now that I look at it, yes, that is way too short.
I wasn't even saying profile-wise. I'm just thinking sitting with like shorts or a short skirt on, is, especially if it's like, the. Sorry, there's something talking in my back.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So if it's,
I thought that was in the game.
no, it's in my game. But
I thought that was Dracula.
No, like, trying to sit, especially like in those restaurant booths with the leathery seats, in shorts or a short skirt is unkind, especially in the summer.
As
Yeah.
Jeff Rosenstock once said, it was a hot June day and my ass was sticking to the seat of my girlfriend's car.
100% accurate. Don't understand leather seats.
Staten Island driving in the summer, baby. Should that go in my not safe for work music thread? Side projects are never successful. Probably not. But there's got to be at least one Bomb the Music Industry song that fits. Not really. No, most of their songs are about partying too hard because you're depressed. Not
Andrew
a
W.
lot of outright obscenity there.
The offices just can't take partying too hard.
My 40 alt accounts keep getting these stupid notifications for a basketball bracket. I don't know what that is. I don't care.
That's gambling, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
They were passing around the betting pool at my office today.
It's March Madness! I think.
I don't get it. I know that it's college bracket, but I don't
It's a
understand.
tournament. If you pick the winning team, you win the pot. That's it, basically. So you have a 1 in 18 chance and 16 chance? I don't know. I didn't count. Maybe it's 30.
I will say that it helped me learn the names of a lot of the colleges that participate, but I didn't actually pay any attention.
I don't
think you
follow
have to-
college sports. I don't really follow any sports.
Yeah, me either. It's I legitimately do not care, let alone to spend any money. If I say that I've I don't know, bought into college football or something, you need to call the police because my identity has been stolen.
Hi, friends! I'm just doing some gambling!
Hello
I'm
there, internet
Chrome.
stream group. I, Chromes, am super into gambling now.
I think you have to predict the most victories, not just who wins the whole tournament.
Isn't
I'm
the
not
person with the
participating,
most?
so
Isn't
can
the team
honestly
with the
say
most
I have no
victories
idea.
the people who win?
Generally speaking, yes.
No, but I mean, for the other matches as well, you have to predict the outcomes of those.
Oh, that's just dumb.
Seems
Nobody's
like
gonna
a lot
win.
more. Seems like a lot more effort than it's worth. When it comes to the Super Bowl betting pool, it was just who gets both digits to the final, who gets both final scores right.
Yeah, when they did it in our office, it was more everybody gets assigned a team at random, and then whoever wins.
Oh,
There you go.
I mean, every office probably does it a little different, but that was what ours
Yes.
was. You didn't actually have to have any knowledge of the process.
only luck.
You got the Oilers.
Is that a college team?
I don't even know what that is.
I think that's the wrong sport, too.
Yeah.
The Oilers are a hockey team, I think.
Yeah.
Houston.
What the fuck are you doing, Gogglebob?
I don't know from sports.
I'm just trying to think of more inappropriate for mixed company songs that I can put in the thread.
I'm glad that you were running with that.
I really am.
Appreciate it.
Let's see.
A song has popped into my head, but I don't know what you're going for. What?
Oh, I will show you the thread, and it will become immediately obvious when you see the first two.
Okay.
One glimpse, and you'll be like, ah, yes, that's the stupid shit he's on today. Very well then.
Jackals,
I do-
jackals, my cock.
Here we go.
I also appreciate that by you treading on that post, all of a sudden I'm getting all of these notifications.
Anytime I put a Frank Zappa album on, yeah, Zara's a hitter. See.
Okay.
I
For those
one
not
Red Band
reading the
song in
internet-
there, but if I'm not, but I didn't put it down in there, and it needs to be put down. Put it down needs to be in there.
So for those not reading the internet, the thread was, do you ever randomly hear a song lyric and think, huh, that might be problematic?
Occasionally.
Specifically, it was because in my Pandora stations, all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of things that are popping up that I'm like, that's a little weird to say. One of the things was Fall Out Boy, where the line is, I'm gonna keep you like an oath.
Yeah.
How's that one weird? Oh, wait.
Because, like, I guess, like, aha, I exert ownership over you. I guess that's a stretch.
I mean, it is definitely one of those, like... I mean, the old joke is the one Ben Folds song that just says 3 times his poetry, and just keeps repeating, so smooth you can hear the beard. And you hear it 3 times, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. And then it's like, wait a minute, no, that was the joke. Like, that actually isn't in any way clever, but if you hear it over and over again, you're like, oh, yeah, I get it. Fallout Boy exists in that space.
I like Fallout Boy. I know a song that would be inappropriate in mixed company.
What is it? Maybe it goes in the thread.
The Scrotum song by the Asylum Street Spankers. Hold on.
That definitely sounds like it would qualify, but I have not heard that one. I am unfamiliar.
Okay. I found the artist because someone made like an animation, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 years ago. Not to that song. It was to another song by the same artist called Monkey Rag. I will also like link that.
You will all, or no, none of you, maybe one of you will be pleased to know that the Cats and Dog remix did in fact make the list.
The what made the list?
There is this famously obscene DMX song called Get It on the Floor. And there is an old, like decade ago meme of like a cat parade. And somebody made that mashup. And it's very funny. I like it very much.
That cat parade, I'm pretty sure my mom shared that.
But I feel like that is like one of the best stupid mashups I have ever seen. I love it immediately.
Okay, I put them both in Kick-Ass Music, and also I was wrong about the Monkey Rag animation. That is 10 years old.
Ah. Oh, that reminds me. Do we all did Tenacious D get canceled? Or did Jack Black just be a dick that one time?
I mean,
whatever.
It depends on...
I thought it was the other guy that was the dick.
No, the other guy said... The other guy supported Palestine, and Jack Black was like, well, I don't want to be political, which is a bitch move.
Oh, no, I missed that one.
I think he made like a joke about Trump dying, and then...
Yeah, he made a joke about Trump immediately.
Yeah, it was right after...
We don't do that shit! But we don't post it, because that could be legally actionable.
Yeah, well, that was basically it, is that he said it at a concert, and Jack Black was like, I am not with that man.
I mean, Dropkick Murphys just did exactly the same thing, and all that happened was Elon Musk banned their account.
No, actually, if you look into it, Dropkick Murphys, they said they actually stopped being on Twitter 2 years ago the account that was there was a imposter account. And it was already like in a suspended state for being an imposter account.
There we go. Perfect.
So yeah, Dropkick Murphys basically said, "You can't dump us. We already dumped you 2 years ago."
You fucked nerd. That's beautiful. Love those guys.
Good God, I saw them in concert like I think it was 10,000 years ago, but it was a really good concert.
They did an absolutely killer job at the Warped Tour I went to, which dates me immensely. I don't know if there's even is a Warped Tour anymore. I hope there is. The young punks of the day need something to aspire to.
I mean, yeah, but are there any bands still touring as punk bands?
Well, I know I'm just seeing The Offspring.
Apparently it is.
Hearing my
tour is still a thing.
What does Green Day call themselves?
They call themselves punk? I never believed it.
I mean, I'm right there with
they
you.
fit in the pop punk alt rock category.
I mean, if you
None
want
of
to
these words are in the Bible.
hairs, 90% of the punk bands I like are technically pop punk. Who cares? Close enough.
30th anniversary of Warped Tour.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
There's got to be so many 40-year-olds out there exactly like me.
Well, I
still have like the Rancid shirt they got when they bought the that was just like packed into the back of the Indestructible album.
I know that shirt.
So apparently they're only doing it in DC, Long Beach, California, and Orlando this year.
Wow. No,
Wait, Orlando?
I put the link in the thing.
Fuck. Do I have to go to this?
I guess you have to now.
I guess I kind of
I'm
do.
curious about all these ones that are they blacked out or have they not been announced yet? That's interesting. The band lists.
I assume they're either unannounced or like in flux, or like we're on the original one. They gotta remove it now. Let's see. Man, I don't know any of these fucking bands.
In the flux.
Because I'm 40 fucking years old. Good. Oh wait, Gym Class Heroes. They're at the Warped Tour? Alright.
Avril Lavigne.
I don't see her on the Orlando set
I'm
list.
looking at the DC list.
Oh, there you go. I am aware of Avril Lavigne, but I mean, not to gatekeep, but I always thought she was fake as shit.
Avril Lavigne broke my heart because I thought she was not fake when she first came out, and then I immediately found out she was fake.
It wasn't difficult to figure out.
I mean,
less than Jake. All right.
I legitimately thought she was somebody who came up with her band in a manner of speaking, and no, she was just as produced as Britney Spears.
There you go. Less than Jake's on the list. That's worth the price of admission to me. But there's got to be at least one other here, in the time between seeing Less Than Jake and everything else. Ooh, Pennywise. Okay, that's two.
The DC list is significantly shorter, which is bizarre.
I'll take a look at it in a moment, but
Aquabats.
Okay, Streetlight Manifesto, they're not bad.
Well, wait, whoa, the Aquabats?
Ooh, I like a singular
Aquabats
street
in DC, yeah.
though.
And when is the DC
I'm
show?
suddenly unsure if the song that's in my head is them or the Gaslight Anthem.
June 14 and 15.
Let's see.
Aquabats, eh?
Let's see. A Sublime.
Well, I don't practice Santeria.
Yellow Card, huh? That's a name I haven't thought of in 20 years at least.
Okay, is the doppelganger going to be Maria, or is it...
Nope.
It's Alucard?
All right. Well, I recognize 3 names on the Orlando band list, but you know what? Maybe I'll enjoy some of these guys. Why the fuck not? Put that on the maybe. All right, let's see this DC list that you say is going to be a little shorter. Maybe it's stacked Beauty School Dropout.
Reading
I've
your
heard of that.
input.
Oh man,
but he
Bowling
has
for
no
Soup.
HP.
They're all right. Let's see.
I apparently can't just read this in order. My eyes are just flitting all over the screen, so I haven't actually read them in order yet.
You have less than Jake, just like I do. That's good. Let's see. Linear, Smart Son. Emergency soundtrack. You have Pennywise too.
Fortnite.
So.
Holy shit, I'm old.
God, if I really want to feel bad, I'll figure out how long Jake has been dead for.
Senses fail. No idea what that. I know them, but I don't know them. Simple Plan. Ha, lol.
Oh, I like Simple Plan. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to see them, but like I wouldn't be upset about them being somewhere.
Yeah, you got a few more like ones that I would consider like that I would be like, yeah, sure, I want to see them than I do, but it's not like it's not like stacked or anything. It's fine.
I'm just laughing at Young Gravy being on this list.
Young Gravy.
Not Shallow Gravy, right? Because I'd see Shallow Gravy.
We all would.
Old Groovy?
Let's see.
I need to take artists that I've listened to like a single song from and go through their discography because it's like I'll like one song and I'll listen to it for like ages and then just never check out the rest of their stuff.
That means you are normal.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Today I listened to the first two erotic albums, and they are exactly what you would expect. They are. They are Euro dance songs about fuck.
Because I did that for like a couple of songs from different artists, and then I finally like sat down and listened to like the albums they're from. It's like, oh, those albums are really good, and they're like
boy.
incorporated.
I know you're muted, but I'm happy to see
I'm
you.
on a train. I'm
Train!
only in here long enough to yell that if Bob isn't playing Try Rush Deppy that he needs to go to hell.
Bad news, Bob. You're going to hell.
Aw.
Yay!
He's playing the Sega Saturn version of a Symphony of the Night, which is just an incredible like statement to Bob's failures.
You can already play on anything else.
Yeah, and it'll be better on anything else too. He's just fucking up so bad, fanboy.
Ask me for Viridian Heroes and Try Rush Deppy. I thought both of those would be fun to watch and are Saturn exclusive, and he does this shit.
I wanted to. We will play other Saturn games. I just want to start with something that I knew if it wasn't working.
Do you though? It runs horrible.
It's not working in familiar ways.
Like you say that, Gogglebub, but you've been playing this shit for 40 minutes
No,
now.
I'm on, but I need you to know that I hate you.
I'm sorry, fanboy, you're breaking up. I can't quite get that.
You understand the spirit.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying jump kicking things.
Now I'm gonna have this Young Gravy song stuck in my head again.
Good job. Let's see what else. What else can I think of? I mean, to put in
No,
two Red Band songs. I can put in two System of a Down songs.
No, I want to talk about songs I like.
Please do.
Okay, so back to me, like being like, oh, I like songs. I'll listen to their entire listen to like not the entire discography because I have not done that for these artists, but I did like go in and listen to like the full album where the songs are from. There's like there's a Ludo album that I really like.
Mickey Mouse's dog?
That's Pluto.
Pluto.
Oh, my bad.
Pluto is the guy from Labyrinth.
Ludo? Oh,
Rock friends. 'Cause I think
I don't follow. But yeah. I'll just. Oh my god! I keep getting this notification. I don't care.
It's gonna make you care. It's gonna gaslight you into caring.
I'm not gonna do anything for college basketball. I don't care. I don't even think the college I want to go to has a basketball team.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Kind of amusing, like, no, I don't wanna. There's no basketball.
No such thing as basketball.
It's an art college.
Artists can like basketball.
I was
It's not
about to say, I'm
illegal.
just kind of picturing a bunch of spindly nerds, like, we can do this, guys! It's like a now pleasing laugh.
Uncle Bob, did you ever play basketball?
No! I know my limits.
They made us play basketball in middle school gym
at any point
class.
in your life.
I played full contact football.
Really?
No.
That sounds like even more of a lie.
Yeah,
I've
that's
I've gotten hit in the face with more volleyballs than I can count.
that's something.
Oddly enough,
I
not
never
while playing
successfully
volleyball.
completed a game of soccer without being hit in the balls.
See. Nothing on that one. There's gotta be at least one Bomb Music Industry song that fits, right?
Did you see that a song from Hell Mode made it into the THPS 3 and 4 soundtrack?
Oh shit, which one?
Head?
I'm drawing a blank on that one. And I've listened to that album enough I should know it. Let me take a look here.
Yeah, when I posted the list of the most recent song reveal in Kick-Ass Music.
Oh yeah, that one definitely fits the vibe. That's a good one. Yeah, solid choice on the Tony Hawk guys' part.
Have they announced the date for that, by the way?
July.
Gotcha.
Ah, there we go. That's one for it. That one works. It's not that like openly obscene other than the title, but the title is "It Ceases to Be Whining If It's Still Shitting Blood." So I think that counts.
Think about that phrase a lot.
I posted an album to Kick-Ass Music. It's You're Awful, I Love You by Ludo. That's the name of the album.
That's a
It's
good
all-
name for an album.
I recommend it. It's like like I don't know how to describe the lyrics. I guess like they tell a story, I guess,
Concept
for
album?
most of them.
Well, that's good.
Like
Typically, songs like that go into the broad category of ballads, but you know that's like the sort of sort of splitting type situation we don't need to concern ourselves with. Hello, Amplivigor.
Hello.
We're talking about music genres.
Ooh.
I might go to the Warp Tour this year.
That's super.
You're welcome.
There are certain things. It's like apparently the anniversary. I don't know how many more of these they got in them. It's in Orlando, and there are at least 4 bands. I would be like, yeah, I would set aside a weekend to see that. So
Nice.
good enough for me.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Warp
Shit, I don't know.
Tour is now for 4 year. Anyway.
Yo,
Plus,
fanboy, you turned into a robot there.
I am trying.
He's on a train.
He always on a train. Say no more.
Right.
Train.
After all that, I'm like, okay, for the 4 bands that you want to see, how much do you have to pay? The tickets aren't even posted yet.
Yeah.
If you
I no
have to
idea.
ask.
That's why it's might. Like, if I have to break the bank for this shit, then fuck it.
Yeah, I'm like, if they're only doing it
the March tours.
The warp. Then you go to your wife. It's like, no, you don't understand. The warp tour. The warp tour is worth mortgaging our future.
That's the thing about my wife. She's wonderful. But, like, if I went to her and said, hey, can I buy tickets to the Warp Tour? She'd be like, why are you asking me? You got money. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do things you want to do. I'm not going to stop you.
It's like you make your own money.
Yeah.
It's like it's like I keep you in the style to which you have become accustomed. You go buy yourself something pretty.
He would probably say that exact series of words. Let's see. Oh, of course. I don't have any Ween songs in there yet. Gotta have some Ween. I guess Pumping for the Man would be too obvious.
Gotta have Ween.
Gotta have
Pussy
Ween.
too. Oh, God.
Turn gotta have Ween, but for some reason in Hank Hill's voice.
Gotta have Ween.
You gotta
Gotta
have
have
Ween,
Ween.
Bobby.
Bobby? Oh, like Bobby is like, I don't know, Dad. I don't want to listen to Ween. They seem... I want to listen to the Jerky Boys.
No,
Would
I'll
be
tell
something
you
like that,
what.
wouldn't it? Let's see. Okay, pure guava. Anything would be on pure guava.
Have you ever been experienced? You there, Bobby Hill. No, I don't think Bobby Hill. I don't think Bobby Hill would be much for Ween.
I will say, I like my question better. One of my coworkers in our group chat this afternoon asked if you would rather have a pause or a rewind button for your life. And I was like, we're at work. This is not philosophical o'clock.
I'm not thinking about things right now.
Right? It's Monday part 2 and I'm trying to put out fires. It's 4:30 my time at that point. This is not a helpful question to me.
Oh, that's great.
I had
So
a
wait, what was the
rewind
answer?
button. I would just do crimes all the fucking time and then rewind it and be like, haha. You thought I did that crime, but that was an alternate universe that never actually occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, the general consensus was pause button.
Yeah, that's it. For Sands of
Yeah.
Time shit.
Pause
Yeah, like,
button
I
is
would-
fine. None of us want to relive the shit we've done.
Obviously, but like, I'm just thinking like stupid shit, like doing card tricks and like getting it wrong 51 times, but then everybody remembers I get it right.
But also, like, are we talking about, like, you can exploit lotteries with this kind of thing? Like, that would be candy.
I mean,
Right, yeah, if you could change things, that would be different, but it was asked simply as a pause or rewind, which I assume to mean
So rewind isn't you can re-experience the exact same events.
yes.
I was thinking like a video game save state, but all right.
Yeah, no,
Now
save
that's
states
far
would be
bleaker.
amazing.
That you just, I don't know, like all I can think, the only person who would want to do the rewind and everything happens exactly the same would be someone who just wanted to spend eternity high. Like that's the first. That's
It really is
really
like-
dumb.
Your brain
Yeah.
already kind of does this. It's what memory is.
Yeah,
it's just memory.
exactly what
And
memory
also
is.
the eternal recurrence is the plot of like 6 different Xeno games. And that's always with
Also
the villain.
Groundhog Day.
Exactly. The PC-98.
It's like, would you love to trap yourself in samsara? No, no.
I would not. Okay, let's see, white pepper.
And ironically, the pause button, that's also just getting high. I don't understand.
Yeah. Not sure what you're going for here.
Well, the pause button would be ideal for
Getting
situations
high is more the
where.
fast forward, but
That's true. That is true.
Okay,
so
now
I'm
we're just
thinking then-
inventing Adam Sandler's click. Okay, we need to stop
Oh,
that.
no.
That's what
No.
I was thinking.
Oh, Lord.
You know, if you want time to stand still, I recommend watching Moana 2.
Oh, that's right. You're a father. You've probably seen that 8 times now.
Only
My children were so excited to show me Moana 2. They demanded that I sit there and watch every moment with them, and they sang various Moana 2 songs to me while watching the film. It was really something. It was a test.
I am the uncle of a 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, so I know exactly how young children. Also, I was once a young child, so I
I was about
remember
to say,
exactly.
our generation dealt with VCRs.
I don't know how my parents survived.
Child and watching the same thing until the VHS broke.
Yes.
That was how we did stuff back then, which weirdly I would say was more versatile because there was the chance that eventually the VHS would simply no longer work. It's not going to happen on Netflix. Netflix will continue to stream it. All you can hope for there is
no,
it
the
gets
internet's
removed from the
gone
service.
Sorry, the internet went away.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gone.
God,
It's
yeah.
from the internet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop this in the general chat. New shipment of balaclavas from Italy has arrived at Varostalica. What I love about this one is it has a zippered mouth. It's like, yes. What
Or-
am I
but wow.
What? Like that's
That's
a gimp hood. Like, why are we calling it something other than what it is?
Because the Ministry of Defense for Italy has said it is not a gimp hood.
Well, the Ministry of Defense from Italy could say whatever the fuck they want, but they're still liars.
Oh man. Oh god. It's like, yeah, everybody loves them some balaclava.
What? Seriously though, I am struggling to come up with an. Why?
How is
Why
that
are you
any
doing
better?
this to me?
A non
So bad.
explanation.
Here is the here is
Hold on,
a
my wife just got
demonstration.
home.
Demonstration of
Better
the
than talking to
function.
this.
Tell her about Warp Tour.
No shout.
And the balaclava.
Look at that.
we are now pulling out of our station stop, so I'm about to disappear.
All right, take care.
Have a
See
good
you.
night.
Be safe.
We have lost Beat and Fanboy. We have lost 2/3 of the OG cast.
I'm still here.
What is tonight's game, by the way?
It is Castlevania Symphony of the Night Saturn Edition.
Oh wow. I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to process this. Are you doing any of the weird Saturn stuff?
I mean,
or-
I'm playing as Maria to start with.
Okay.
And then
weird
theoretically
enough.
I'll find those weird Saturn areas, but I haven't gotten there yet.
All right, I'm opening up Twitch. You monster.
You gotta see the weird Saturn stuff.
Man. The way she runs, she doesn't bend her knees.
We all have different reactions to the bizarre animations that she has.
Wow.
Like
No,
there's-
she's got one knee bent at all times.
Yeah. She walks completely. When she stands, she bends one knee. When she walks, she like leans forward and is completely straight-legged. I'm like, this is really weird. This is the character that like every girl in community college with a Naruto patch on her Jansport backpack was trying to be.
I mean, sister-in-law of a vampire hunter is kind of a goal for anybody.
Yeah, but that's not vampire hunter. That's not bride of vampire hunter. That's just sister-in-law of a vampire hunter. That means you have a spouse who had, really, really interesting dating, dating life.
I mean, forget dating. I mean, just legitimately, you've probably been kidnapped many times if you're with a vampire hunter.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you meet. That it's never just like, oh, we met on like Craigslist.
How would you meet someone on Craigslist?
Well, you're there. You're buying cut rate vampire hunter supplies.
Yeah, see?
Of course.
There's always an explanation.
And I assume if you are, you are seeking to date a vampire hunter, then you are, the first thing you do is you get into a vampire hunter adjacent business.
I'm trying to think what that would be. Like cross repair?
Cross repair, vampire hunter jerker offer.
What?
Oh yeah, no, that's an up and coming field, I hear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, everybody, like even vampires have needs.
Exactly.
Most of them are just blood, but okay, guess they can get other needs too.
Blood's got to go somewhere.
Yep.
The ones who hunt said vampires, they too have needs. This reminds me of Vampire Hunter D and how like you watch or read Vampire Hunter D and you're like, ooh, I can't wait to see what like secret flaws D has. D's only flaw is that he's too perfect.
Yeah.
Like, but even that is in a way that you're like, that guy just can't.
He's
Can't hold it against him.
Yeah, you really can't. I'm trying to think, but I'm bad at it, so you'll have to bear with me. I remember when we watched Vampire Hunter D on Outer Heaven. It was a VHS rip from like the mid '90s.
Well, that whips.
Maybe even early '90s. But so that meant that like every third commercial break, since it had all the original commercials, this was taped from a TV station.
Oh baby!
So like every 10 minutes, we would see a commercial for Enron, which just truly hilarious. But there was like maybe 2 seconds of toplessness in that movie, and those 2 seconds were where VHS just glitched the fuck out. That's completely unviewable. And I just saw that and immediately knew that like some 14-year-old anime fan just saw his first drawn titty and paused and rewound and
I was going to say, and they saw it a lot.
And replayed thousands of times until a tape was destroyed.
He was awakened in that moment.
Yeah, no, he was like, "Oh my god, a boob!" And you know what? Better to like learn about yourself from that than anything I'd say. Totally Spies.
Oh yeah, totally Spies. It's like, hey, Spy, how are you gonna get hypnotized today? We don't know.
They played that shit before, or either before or after Justice League. That was in the same programming block. And that's not to say that you couldn't have, like, an awakening from Justice League, but Totally Spies was gunning for that shit. Totally Spies wanted that to happen.
Wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
Goddamn French animation.
Justice League just was like, the baseline Bruce Timm is incredibly horny. He's radiation.
He's unspeakably horny. Like, he is laying there vibrating just from the thought of how horny he is. He is horny for his own horniness. Think about that.
Yeah, no, he absolutely like internalized that like his greatest goal in life was to draw the pinup models that were painted on the sides of World War II planes.
Yep. And then he made one like a Batman villain.
He made all of them. Every woman in those cartoons is literally just that.
Yep. Lordy. I can't do it.
But within like the context, you were still watching Batman or whatever. Totally Spies was just straight up. No, we're gonna put weird shit in your head, and we're gonna do it on purpose. And that's all we are here for. There is no other like context. And I remember seeing people like talking about it years after the fact. And these were all like Zoomers, or, like extremely young millennials that didn't experience it in person. They were like, "Wow, so this incredibly progressive show." I'm like, no, do not like fucking kid yourselves.
I mean, it was always like just left of admitting what was happening. Like, it wasn't progressive in any conceivable way.
Yeah.
It was, what can we get away with this week?
God.
And they got away with it. They got away with way too much. Somebody, I certainly hope, like that the people like responsible for that are on a list.
I was about to say, we had an amazing staff of perverts in the writing room.
Oh God, yeah, just showing up every week to go, go sit in a writing room with your fellow perverts.
I just imagine they're all just sitting there like really sweating profusely, and then said, "What if like they blew up like a balloon, and then one of them turned into a cat?" Oh.
I think that's 2 different episodes, Jeff.
just none of them. Oh shit, Legion! I love Legion. Legion's my favorite Castlevania monster.
Oh yeah,
Just a big ball of dudes.
Oh, I guess we've all been there. No, I'm just imagining though the thing that makes it truly sweet is that every person in the writing room thinks that they are the only pervert there.
They're constantly thinking, "Oh man, I'm so lucky none of these guys know what I'm about." And it's true, none of them knew what the others were about because all of them were too concerned with trying and failing to hide it themselves to realize that everybody knew. Like, had any of them given it a second of thought, they would have been like, "Oh, wait a moment. I think I'm worried."
Clover's a centaur this episode.
It's like
What the fuck
fucking...
is it with you and Centaur, Skogglebot? We need to interrogate this.
They combine the bad breath of human beings with the total lack of rectal hygiene you get from horses.
Ew.
You tell me how a horse is supposed to wipe itself. You tell me.
No. I remember it was 2020. My wife and I went to this like extremely socially distanced like ranch to get away from it all because I just lost my job and we needed like a break. Yeah. And we and like everybody it was extremely on level, but like everything, it was really cool. And then we go to the horseback riding thing that we were gonna do, and we go in there. My wife just goes, "What's that smell?" And I just sat there for a moment and went, "Oh God, you don't know about horse smell." She's like, "What do you mean horse smell?" And I'm like, "That's just what horses smell like. They're disgusting. They're awful."
You don't understand. Horses are wretched creatures.
Yeah, it's just absolutely abominable beings.
I love
despise them.
I love horses because it's like, wow, horses. You're really temperamental and violent and unreliable, and at least you are like one of the only other mammals that can sweat, so you constantly smell unbelievably bad.
Wow, Maria, you died like crazy there.
Yeah, like everything started shooting me at once. I've never seen that before.
Let us go out the evening for pleasure.
Yeah, but no, I had cousins who were horse girls, and I mean that like with as much love and kindness as anyone can mean anything.
And I mean, they were half horse, half human.
Okay, again with the
Again,
centaur.
we're gonna talk about this later when it's not being recorded. but like, you know,
Hunters
so
are
I
more
would visit them
two-third
from time to
force.
time, and every single time I was just getting up at the ass crack of dawn to shovel shit, and I'm like, how can like horse girl like fantasy survive horse girl reality? And I guess that means they were real horse girls. I guess that means that that they lived it. So you know what? Kudos to them. They're all doing very well now. It's their
Something about horse girl reality makes me laugh.
horse girl
Beware.
reality is like shoveling shit for your animal.
You will shovel shit. You will have to brush and wash this hideous being.
This just absolute like monstrous creature. Now, yes, it can kill you in an instant. It would be an instantaneous, like horrible
do not
death.
stand behind that creature. It will kill you.
It is, in fact, frightened of anything at any time. Like it is terrified of all noises, and it will act on that terror with murder. But at least you have to clean up all of its horrible, enormous shits.
Yeah. No, man. Horses are amazing because you think about them, and it's like they're some of the most fragile megafauna that you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
You know, they can get a tummy ache and die. I mean, I guess any creature can get a tummy ache and die, but like horses more than most.
Yeah.
A horse can just step wrong and die.
Yeah.
A horse can, they're not the most robust of creatures, and yet we were like, no, this is the thing we're gonna ride.
I mean, they are really good for that purpose. They go fast as fuck.
That's true.
Like,
They go fast as fuck, and they're
I have
trainable.
very few nice things to say about horses, but actually riding a horse is kind of baller.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have photos of me like riding a horse when I was like really small.
That's the worst time to ride a horse.
Yeah.
It's the best time to ride a horse because like none of like the horrible horse realities fully conceptualize in your mind.
True.
That is how we get
immune.
horse girls and
Yes.
horse boys for that matter. Like I keep saying horse girls because that's my lived experience. But horse boys exist too.
I mean, the horse girl is a purer, I feel, a purer archetype.
Yeah, sure. That's a recognized type of person.
I also
Yeah,
feel like there's a much more commonly used term for quote unquote horse boys.
Equestrians.
Goggle Bob, I swear to fucking God, I am going to come to your house and beat you with a pipe.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I was thinking similar.
Like, one of your favorite movies says it a lot.
What's my favorite?
What is my favorite movie?
Oh, right. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I guess Cowboys? Sure.
There you go.
Oh,
My favorite movie is no, I guess I don't have one. They live.
You have movies that you think are the shit though. Like I've seen Heat
I
with
do.
you.
No, yeah, no, I love many movies, but I cannot have a most favorite movie. I refuse to have a most favorite movie.
When I say my favorite movie, like I'm not sure if it actually is my favorite movie, but like it is the movie that like I look forward to watching every time I rewatch it, and it is the movie that like I have appreciated from a young age because my dad, it was also one of his top like 10. So, you know, it hits that sweet spot. Also, like the last 20 minutes is some of like the most fucking tense, like guys standing and doing nothing ever seen.
Oh yeah. No, I love a good movie where guys are just looking at each other. You know, what is it? Fucking Inglourious Bastards. Some real top-notch guys looking at each other in that picture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't super love that one the first time I saw it, but I've come around on it. It's a pretty awesome movie.
Yeah. It's a hell of a picture.
Oh yeah.
Mine would be between They Live and Blues Brothers.
Nice.
Good choices. Good choices.
Blues Brothers is, in a lot of ways, I feel it's like the comedy. Like, there is... I can't think of anything you could do in that movie to make it funnier.
Oh, Blues Brothers? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it.
Like, just so much of it is just, like, perfectly calibrated from every aspect that if you change certain things, it would... It conceivably be funny in a different way, but I don't see how, like, volume of laughs could be better.
Yeah.
Good
Because
way to
even
put it.
some of the, like, establishing stuff from the beginning that is arguably not funny exists for the express purpose of setting up punchlines you'll have later.
Yeah. No, it is in terms of the density of jokes too.
Yes.
It's not as relentless as like Airplane, but
No.
it is full of.
And just everybody in it at the top of their game. Like, John Candy legitimately makes a great joke out of just ordering drinks, and there's nothing about that should work.
Yeah.
There's
nothing about that joke on the page.
On a scale of Blues Brothers to Airplane, where do Spaceballs fall?
Closer to Airplane, I'd say.
Closer
I
to
would say
Airplane,
close to Airplane. Yeah.
Closer to Airplane, and also Spaceballs. The thing about Blues Brothers is just basically, in order to quote-unquote get it, you just have to be a human being. Like, Spaceballs exists at the expense of Star Wars, and a lot of the jokes in it are kind of like, well, I saw Star Wars, this is the joke. Like, the opening scene of the spaceship that takes way too long, like, it's kind of funny on its own, but that is a direct response to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Whereas Blues Brothers, like, it is just its own bizarre universe where just, like, arguably the only thing you need to know in that movie, like, as far as prior knowledge, is Nazis are bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like comedies that I consider to be like in the top tier. I guess Hot Fuzz is up there for me.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Which you don't really need to have like seen a ton of movies to get that Hot Fuzz is making fun of cop movies and action movies in general. But like, I don't know. I feel like it works even without that context. It's just extremely funny.
Yeah, most of the Edgar Wright films they're funny on their own, but they are definitely aiming at a target.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily
World's
need a
End.
target.
World's End, for example, is it makes a lot more sense and is a lot funnier if you've seen fucking God, why can't I suddenly remember the name? Donald Glover. Not Donald Glover. The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, yeah, that's it.
I had not seen that yet when I watched World's End.
Yeah. But like you're aware of like the concept of a Body Snatchers movie, right?
Yeah.
Like
Everybody loves.
Because it's such like a staple at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I read a description of the original Body Snatchers movie in the Daniel Pinkwater book, The Snark Out Boys and the Avocado of Doom.
Of course.
I'm going to hit you with a mic. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Can somebody
No,
look
the
at
Blues
a map
Brothers
and
is
tell me where
Blues
the
Brothers
Saturn
is a
areas are?
glorious film. Like one of my all-time favorites. I must have seen it 100 times when I was a kid.
I did not like it the first time I saw it. I don't know if I was just in a bad mood or what, but I was not feeling it.
Yeah. Were you like young or like when did you first see it?
I was 20 at least.
Okay. Yeah. I think it also helps. I don't know. There's some background that helps. I get it. You know what? No film is for everyone. I guess it sounds like you came around to it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The second and third time, by the third time, it had become my favorite.
Nice. Nice.
No film is for everyone until it is.
But also, my favorite music CD is the Akira soundtrack, and I hated that the first time I heard it.
Yeah, yeah. No, the Akira soundtrack, I got that on CD like a billion years ago, and it was just such a banger.
I
Like-
will also say that is a movie that the first time I saw it, and I think it was because of expectations of everybody saying like, "Oh, you got to see this; it's so great," etc. The first time I
It
saw
is
that,
a really great movie.
I was like, eh.
You better fucking love Akira.
I came around on it later, I will admit, but the first time I saw
Alright.
it was kind of like, I don't know what I was expecting, but from everyone telling me it was the best anime that had ever existed or whatever, it was.
I could see like being like, well, wait a second. If everyone's hyped it up too much.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot, but I read the manga first, like an asshole. So when I finally saw the movie like a bunch of years later in a theater on like actual film, which was awesome. Movie looks incredible, but like I was kind of shocked by the ending where instead of being like Akira just coming out and waking up, it's just a bunch of jars of his guts in him.
Yeah, that's
I was not prepared for that. I was like, wait, what? Where'd that come from?
Where's the title character? He's not
the
even
guy's
in
like,
this movie?
he's dead. He blew up. What do you people expect?
Like I was like, wait, what? What's going on? Where's Akira?
But yeah, when it got to track 4, Tetsuo, I was like, this is not music.
It is a
Chicago Bob, were you lying when you said you were going to play other Saturn games?
I mean, I could play other Saturn games, I guess.
I mean, you said you were gonna.
I mean, I still haven't found the damn secret or new areas of something of the
You're
night.
not going to.
I can tell you where it is.
Where is it?
Okay, so when you're playing as Alucard, there's this tall elevator. It's not on the right side, but it's more central. And there's the part where you see Cthulhu for the first time.
Oh, okay.
They're
Like
around
on the way to
there.
All Rox's area.
Yeah,
All right.
kind of.
all rocks.
I could head in that general direction. I mean, the whole point of playing the Saturn game is to see the Saturn area. I think there's like a tough boss. I gotta get on that.
All
Or we can
right.
play. I don't know. There's probably like a Duck Dodgers game for Sega Saturn or something. I don't know.
Bug 2.
We're not playing Knights. I hate that game.
I have never played Knights, and I'm at peace with that.
You're missing
Yeah.
nothing. But as a Sonic fan, I'm kind of surprised you've never played Knights.
I also never owned a Saturn.
It was on the Nintendo Wii, which my grandmother owned.
I just did not care.
Yeah, but you reach a certain point in your life where you haven't played Knights, and you're just like, eh.
Am I really gonna break that streak? I don't think so.
Yeah. Just walk out there. You're just like, you know what? I've gotten this far. I've gotten this far without playing Knights.
Seems like I'm doing all right so far. Hasn't really broken anything. Think I'll be okay.
Oh, tired.
These things happen.
Oh, looks like there's multiple new areas.
Okay. Directions
There's
would be
one
nice.
right right under the very entrance of the castle.
Damn it! I was just there.
Oh, okay. It's just the two of them. Well, and four if you include inverted castle.
Of course.
As one does.
How
As
do you
one
get to the
does.
one that is under the?
I don't remember.
Well, you're looking at a map, I presume.
Well, that doesn't show me how you get to it. How
Well, I mean,
you
there's got to
open
be where it connects and whatever.
it. It's like literally on the first screen that you can play.
Interesting. I will have to kick the floor a lot. Go, Maria, go. Use your goofy run animation. Whee!
Take your cats outside.
But is your cat inside?
My cat is inside.
Then they're safe.
I hear foxes outside sometimes.
I don't
That-
know what it sounds like.
That really begs the question, what does the fox say?
What does the fox say? Nothing like the things they suggested in that song. I thought it was cats for a long time, and I thought that they were either having sex or dying.
I can. Well, never
They
mind.
make great sounds.
Wide range.
I like the idea of just every night thinking you're hearing a dying cat. like man!
I think you just went past it.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the one thing to activate. Unless you think I go lower in the clock area here.
No, go back to the left and go down.
Okay.
Like this would be how you get to the shaft fight.
Let's go check around this area. I do like Maria's got a good run. Like, at least when you're in earlier areas, you can just jump kick through everything.
Yeah, it'll be at the bottom of this area.
Alright. We're going to do stuff.
And things also?
Working on that. Also, I appreciate, Cass, that you unmute and come with your own sound effects.
Depends on what screen I'm in. That one was the background music of Cookie Clicker.
That's. Get out.
Simultaneously running Cookie Clicker
Get the
while
fuck
playing
out.
while I'm playing World of Warcraft while I'm listening to stream.
Oh man, these are the most freaking... What's the word I'm looking for? Like... like random sprite like creation monsters in the game.
It looks like they come well, and I'm sure that this came first, but it looks like they combined Zero and Oogie Boogie.
Hold on, I gotta look at this.
Tell me I'm wrong.
It looks like if you you put like an Instagram filter on your scary ghost bedsheet Halloween costume to try and make it actually scary and failed horribly.
What is this bullshit? I can't get it from this direction.
Lol. Well, now.
We'll come back.
Oh, oops. Okay, what's the other side? It's oh, yeah, you have to go to the other side of the clock.
I don't
You
care.
come
Using
from that
karate
direction.
on that gargoyle.
Karate.
And still like getting absolutely bodied by it.
Well, because I got bounced around by those stupid ghosts that were apparently like unkillable.
I think this is a sign you should stop, Goggle Bob.
No, I gotta see the whole lost prison or whatever the hell it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
there's
I
not
don't.
very much more of it.
Of course there isn't.
You know, Caithness, Goggle Bob, is a liar sometimes.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll try entering from the other side of the clock.
You think somebody would do that? Go on and lie on the internet?
I mean, what was that like incredible post Kalir showed me earlier today? Here we go. Okay, this is a dramatic reading. I'm gonna do my very best here. Proof that airplanes aren't real. We don't have that kind of technology as humans. It's impossible to fly in the air. Throw a feather in the air, and it comes down. No way thousands of pounds of metal is able to fly. When you book a flight, it's using demonic technology, using demon energy to transport you to your destination. The X-rays at the TSA transmit signals to your brain to convince you that this demonic technology is actually human technology. I will never fly in an airplane. The airplanes you see are holograms using the same demonic technology. Even if we could somehow fly using non-demonic human technology, the government wouldn't let us because it would prove the Earth is flat.
That was just amazing.
Thank you.
Even if we could.
Even if we could. But we can't,
Even if
so we
we
won't.
could.
Not even worth thinking about.
Don't even try it.
Yep, it's not worth consideration.
No, that came this way. Does it connect to the bottom of like the far right of the area?
Looks like it might be on the way down to the icy caves.
Symphony of the Night Saturn map. Images. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, okay, so that's all the way over there. Interesting. And, you know, that's... Oh, okay, I see. Alright. I'm gonna beat this area. And, okay. I see what they did. Because you know what? I'm never turning this game on again. I'm getting this done tonight. In the future, if anyone asks, I will go back to playing the regular version of Symphony of the Night.
Proper version.
I mean, like Caithness, like, I mean, I never got a Saturn, the Japanese Saturn to play this, but like I was always curious because it's like finding out like there's a lost chapter to your favorite book, even if you know the lost chapter is something that the author has told you they left on the cutting room floor.
On purpose.
Yeah, like, no, we're never coming back to this. It's like, no, we got rid of this for a reason. There, let's curse a prison. This part of it mostly just has regular enemies.
Watching some Vampire Hunter D. I love that the bad guy shows up. He's like, Vampire Hunter D, I will use my power on you and defeat you. And D's response is no.
Afraid not, champ! A friend of mine over the weekend, we were talking about the idea of basically a supervillain that addresses everybody like a cool uncle. It's just like, you'll never stop me, kiddo.
Kiddo.
Hey, champ.
Exactly.
Kiddo is just such a fucking intrinsically funny word.
It really is. No, boss. You call everyone boss.
That was good too.
Hey,
I
boss.
had a coworker who called everyone boss.
That's just
At some
confusing.
At some point, like I started, like without even meaning to, I started calling cashiers boss, and I don't know, it feels right.
Why not? Why
Yeah, why
not?
like that?
Hey, can I get my change, boss? Yo, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a house in my neighborhood.
The boss.
I don't know which one it is, but there's like an alarm sound that plays like really loud from one of the houses, and it's so annoying.
Okay, so the Lost Prison sucks. Like, that's all that was. It was like 2 rooms. Thanks for playing.
Okay, see, you finally got your answer. Are you happier now that you have it?
I mean,
Now he has to
vaguely,
check out the other one.
for the
There's
sake
two.
of...
Yep.
Getting the fuck out of this area. Goddamn Oogie Boogie ghosts. Alright, let's see if we
They are-
can find the entrance
Those
to the
guys
other
are
spot.
fucking you up.
Like, the one unique enemy in this game, or in this version, is not built correctly.
We trained him wrong as a joke.
It is an incorrect ghost.
The fact that you have like a long dash jump that fails when it hits from a certain angle, but not against enemies, but like against like stage elements is so like the entire point of that is to go fast, right? So
Vaguely.
why any of this shit?
The entire point is to go fast.
Fast is a virtue.
Must go faster, must go faster.
Yeah, okay. The only way I could see to enter this is like to kick the floor in the first area. Gonna see how that works out.
Believe in you. That was a lie. I don't believe in you at all.
That's disappointing.
Me either.
Alright, Castlevania, show me your secrets.
We gotta whip all these candles.
Who has time for a whip anymore?
I mean, she's got like, what, a Godokin?
I like the fact that she has a jump kick, but it doesn't bounce off of candles like Alucard, which that kind of messes me up.
Wow, so like all of her moves are worse then.
Well,
Kinda.
Alucard had 2 jump kicks, didn't he? Oh, one only when he was equipped with Knuckles, maybe.
I think it was a matter of his one jump kick was only if you did like a standing straight or something like that. Oh, here we are. Good day and welcome to Secret Area.
Secret area.
Like you did one with the jump button and one with the attack button.
Shadow the Hedgehog is like, I got a jump button for you. It's called regret.
What can change the nature of a hedgehog?
Oh good, more of these stupid gargoyle things.
Underground garden. Wow, this place sucks.
Yeah, this place does suck. Really
Whoa.
not gonna lie there.
Why would you?
No, it's got its own warp point with a tiger. That's nice.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Like there like I mentioned the alarm earlier and it's still going off. It sounds like an old phone alarm and it's really annoying.
A phone
Amazing.
alarm?
Like you know like the classic iPhone ringtones?
Oh, okay, one of those.
Like one of them is called alarm and like bomb 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 bomb.
One of my neighbors had a rooster earlier, and I was worried about when it came summertime if it was going to be waking me up way too early, but it appears to be gone now.
I believe Cass has a rooster in her neighborhood.
Yup.
I know you and me.
Beat, there's a
Welcome,
skeleton breeder?
breeder.
I don't know if that's like a relation or something.
What? Why?
Breeder.
Is that like a mistranslation or?
And there's also like fat whales.
I think
Water.
See,
lilies.
I genuinely hate everything I'm seeing right
Oh
now.
no, there's a like a racist tree. I don't like this.
A racist tree.
Racist tree.
Okay.
Like I the second you said that, I was like, what the fuck could that possibly mean? No, you described it perfectly.
I think
Kind of
that's a
looks like the
racist tree,
trees from The
guys.
Wizard of Oz.
I guess that's probably what they thought they were going for, but it's not where they landed.
We came up with Oogie Boogie Ghost and Racist Tree. Please play our game. Can't imagine why this was not reused for like the definitive version. This gardener enemy seems like something you'd see in an actual Castlevania game. I genuinely wonder what activates this area, because there was like distinctly a block moved around, which wasn't there the first time.
Well, probably it was when you changed the wargs to the zombies.
That would make sense. Oh no, it's a Venus man trap! And it has a shitty hitbox!
I hate it when my plants grow heads and start trying to talk to me.
Huh?
Yeah, corpse weeds,
Oh, There's a
They're all
boss.
like,
More?
they're all like, "Hey, don't cut me down with the weed whacker," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." The hell is that? Oh, it's a predator. You found a predator from Alien vs. Predator.
Not any other media, just Alien vs. Predator.
Only Alien vs. Predator. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson of all the Resident Evil movies.
Whoa, you're fighting the Predator?
No.
Look at that thing and tell me that's not the Predator.
Skeleton leader. You should at least be able to identify a skeleton, Beat. It has really weird animations. I'm gonna come back and beat this thing. Like, its main attack seems to be when I hit it. And after I beat this thing, then we're done with this for the night.
Good.
Yay.
I can't believe you would get mad at a game I am playing.
Don't get mad at video games.
This alarm is so loud. like it really sounds like they have it like hooked up to like a speaker or something.
They want everybody to know they're being robbed.
Have it hooked up to a speaker, that would be great.
Because I think it's the same house that has like really loud parties, and they just play the music super loud. Like, it's so loud that I can hold my phone up to like my window and Shazam the music.
Shazam's still a thing.
All the time.
Yep. Could be.
Nope, I can't do that. Yeah, suffice to say, this enemy is not built for Maria.
It's so loud. It's so loud.
I could. This thing has such a shitty hitbox. I was like literally kicking its legs, and it's like, no, that doesn't work. All right, we're gonna try a different game.
Hey, finally, it's bug
gonna take
2's
forever
time
to like
shine.
beat that thing. All right, so let's see what else. What else we got? Ah.
Someone in the neighborhood wants to specifically torture me with this stupid alarm.
I wonder if. Let's see. Yes, I think wham bam thank you ma'am is in order.
What? Oh. Space Jam.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Come on, it's Slam.
You want a jam. And welcome to the Slam. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just the Acclaim logo for like a half hour.
Yeah.
I think Sculpted Software was responsible for those stupid levels.
That is such a mid-90s intro screen. They don't make them like that anymore because we all hate them for it. I'm reminded of Spider-Man and Venom in Maximum Carnage, which had like 8 separate studio screens in the intro. Oh man. Holy shit, I didn't realize this was I thought you were joking.
Welcome to the jam.
Oh good, they did get Michael Jordan's likeness for this.
You kind of have to if you're doing Space Jam.
Oh my god, the stats on these characters.
It's appropriate that Michael Jordan is completely maxed out.
But
Yeah, Michael Jordan
amusingly
is
enough,
flawless.
second to Michael Jordan is Taz
Nice.
and Bugs
Makes
Bunny.
sense. Fan favorite.
Oh man, yeah, Taz is nearly flawless.
Taz is goated. Bugs Bunny's doing pretty good too, though.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny doesn't have time for rebounds.
Yeah.
You know who else doesn't have time for rebounds? Lola Bunny. She's like, fuck that.
I gotta say, Sylvester's surprisingly balanced. I would say decent point guard.
Oh yeah, Sylvester wasn't allowed back for the second Space Jam movie. Or no, not Sylvester, excuse me, the, what's the skunk's name?
Skunk?
Pepe Le
We
Pew.
don't
Pepe
talk
Le
about
Pew,
that.
thank you.
I didn't watch either one, but like, as the first one because my parents didn't take me to it, and the second one because why the fuck would I?
I watched at least one of the Space Jams.
Wait, what?
Probably the second one.
What would it say?
Yeah.
Like you select your team and then it's like, we're gonna play a stupid mini game.
Wow. So in that way, it's a lot. It really is the precursor to multiverses.
Don't even joke about that.
Oh, I'm gonna. What even is this?
I'm trying to get Michael Jordan's multiple shoes.
I hate what I'm looking at here.
Why are there so many baby toys?
That appears to be what the Nerd Luck is doing.
I still can't get over the Space Jam song featuring Be Real, Coolio, and LL Cool J. That shit exists. I did not make that shit up.
I only found one pair of shorts for Michael Jordan, so I didn't get a full Michael Jordan bar.
Oh, okay. The full list is even more insane. Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, Method Man, and Be Real. You got Busta Rhymes and Method Man on a Bugs Bunny track.
Hell yeah. No, that is one of the truly one of the greatest, maybe the greatest soundtrack cut of all time.
Oh, absolutely. That's
Hit
up
'em
there.
high.
Hit 'em high. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, man. If you're gonna say it's better than Hit 'em High, you better bring evidence. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
you have to prove that shit. I
Yep.
don't think they did like a song for Space Jam 2. And like that is such a fucking shame because most of those guys are still alive. Coolio. Yeah, they could have really done something there.
Yeah.
So why didn't they?
Foghorn Leghorn for two, for three. Foghorn from the Ark. FUD happens. Game 1 of the Intergalactic Tournament.
This is just a shittier version of NBA Jam.
Game 3 of the Intergalactic
There's a
Tournament.
McDonald's logo on the
Game
court.
4 of the
McDonald's
Of course there
officially
is.
sponsored
Game
this.
5 of the Intergalactic Tournament. The game is tied. The game is tied. Gets the bounce. He
Officially,
gets it off.
unofficially.
He gets it off. Off the glass. Called for the goaltend.
If it's the actual logo, then maybe.
I love
so.
Cypress Hill, but Be Real's voice is still so fucking weird.
Did we lose Gogglebob?
I believe so. His
No.
stream froze.
If the game did not freeze, it's like going through a bunch of like random like canned dialogue about the game.
Well, on our screen it's frozen.
Yeah, well, I mean it's frozen, but the audio is continuing.
Okay, well there's no text. or anything.
I don't know if this is broken or if just the game, if they thought like the player would want to listen to this like random commentary chatter.
Rocks the house. That hurts.
Yeah, no, I think it's frozen. I don't know.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna sleep. Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Night.
It's all tied up. It's all tied up, Jordan.
I'm
Just
going to
like
try a
it.
different game.
Just like it.
Since this one is theoretically broken. Really have no way of knowing.
I mean, I don't.
I guess I could unmute it, but I don't want to.
No, I've stopped it now. There's no more reason.
Okay, good.
To continue. Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Jesus.
Well done.
A man is allowed to burp.
Are you though?
Nuh-uh.
Bodily functions are normal.
I know, I just like to be judgmental of him specifically.
I do too.
Oh, I wasn't arguing that.
This character redesign looks terrible. Oh, flashing lights warning.
Yeah, this is weird.
What is it now?
Yeah. Maybe look away forever.
I'm turning on mod view to deal with our new best friends. Wait, I'm not seeing his message anymore. This is bullshit. How am I supposed to kill this guy?
What guy?
Oh, there was a dude saying something like, "Hey, real followers, free."
I don't see it.
I guess it got him auto-deleted because he was listed as a potential ban evader.
Oh, joy.
Who doesn't want real followers? So this is how the Hulk does his shopping.
That is such a. I am walking my shopping cart down this aisle to pick up. Like I can just see the Hulk thinking, "I really need to pick up barbecue sauce. I'm out of barbecue sauce."
The idea that the Hulk would ever be out
that
of
is the
barbecue.
least Hulk punch I have ever seen. I realize we are working within the limitations of the system, but God, is this what Saturn games look like?
Evidently. Imagine the world of 3D.
I can see why I can see why people weren't sold on it at this point in time.
I want that thingy, but I can't get that thingy for some reason. Oh well. Push my shopping box.
Yeah, this is uniquely hideous.
I like the shattering effect for the glass. That's kind of cool. I love how the walls put themselves in. Like God, this game is just a delight. Can you imagine just buying this game and being like, alright, an incredible Hulk game for the next generation Saturn. And like this is what you got.
No, I can't personally imagine buying a Hulk game.
Neither can I.
It almost looks like when he like does this block motion, he like spontaneously generates a shirt. Which would be an amazing Hulk power. Not gonna lie. I mean, people worked on this game. People were like, hey man, I'm gonna make a Hulk game. And it's gonna look like this. This is how the Hulk is gonna do things. He's gonna move his little shopping cart, Cox. Because you know, when you think of the Hulk, you think of block puzzles.
That is what I think of.
That makes one of them.
Okay, good news. I have Dolphin up and running.
Sweet.
Yeah. Granted, I need to, like, set up the control and everything, but it works. It works very well.
Well, then I know what we're doing
Looks
next
beautiful.
week. You know what you should get is the Mario Sunshine mod.
Which one? Oh, Super Mario. I know what one you're talking about. The one that just recently came out, like the super hard mode version.
Yeah, well, my understanding is it's not necessarily like super hard mode. It's just expanded.
Another whole ass game. Super Mario. I know what you're talking about. I need to look it up though. Let's see. Mario Eclipse. That's the one you're talking
Mario
about.
Eclipse.
All right, let's see. Did you know that archive.org has every single GameCube ISO on it?
That is
Wow.
interesting information.
Of course, I'm not saying that anybody should download them and use them. That would be a crime.
Well, I mean,
No
if you were to use them, obviously you would have to delete them after 24
I've
hours.
bought Super Mario Sunshine at least 3 times. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, so once
No.
for the GameCube, once.
Wait,
for...
no, twice.
Okay, yeah, the Mario 35 anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was another opportunity to Sunshine.
No, not that I can think of. I would be shocked if Switch 2 doesn't have, some sort of like GameCube Virtual Console equivalent thingamajig. That would be
it would
surprising.
make sense, but like that would mean they'd have to release Wind Waker again.
I feel like Wind Waker HD and Wind Waker, like your GameCube game, are different enough that they should both be available. It's like how Majora's Mask is literally perfect, and then there's a horrible bastard version of it pretending to be Majora's Mask on the 3DS.
Oh, excuse
No excuses.
No excuses.
You're
me.
not
Everybody
excused.
agrees.
Can't believe. Are you still playing Hulk, or did
No,
it
I
freeze again
stopped
for me?
playing Hulk. I'm trying to play something else.
Okay, thank God.
Gonna play to the strengths of the Saturn. And not
The
play
dregs
Hulk.
of the Saturn. Remember that time you started? I think it was you were telling Cassangelin a story about this Japanese company Konami. I sat there for like a good 5 seconds before going, "Are you trying to fucking say Konami?"
It's like the Konami code.
Why do you?
Sometimes I just say things to see if anyone else is paying attention.
I don't think that's what you're doing. It's like every time you say Mario wrong.
I only say Mario the one way that exists.
See, there you get it again. There is a major motion picture of it now.
That is actually the correct way to say the name Mario. for people who are named that.
And I know people that are named that, so that's what we got.
All right. Okay, so there are a ton of options here, but one of them is a bunny girl. So thank you, Goggle Bob.
I know what we're about.
Why are
I
there
know- I know
angry
about-
penguins in the background?
Why wouldn't there be? It's Parodius.
That means nothing to me, so please clarify.
It's Parodius.
Parodius.
It's Gradius. It's Gradius, but silly, basically.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
It's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, but all the graphics are very whimsical, which is why instead of being a
Bird with a top hat.
yes, so
That
instead
was
of like
America.
getting enemy like alien spacecrafts, they're birds with top hats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's meant for the cute crowd instead of the just generic shooter game. Got it.
I mean it's an absolutely legitimate. It's actually absolutely legitimate shooter. It's pretty good too. You know, if you like Gradius, you probably also like Parodius.
And for those of us who have never heard of either until just this minute,
Well, you see, there was this company
They're
called
both
Konami.
very good. They're both very good side-scrolling shooters, a genre I have great affection for.
gotcha.
I do love the crane game claws. Those are great.
I mean, just everything going on in any given parody stage is great.
I take it Kelly Scrub's not back yet.
Oh yeah,
She's still in
so.
Spain. Guess no counter programming, except for the counter programming in our hearts.
How was your vacation, Beat?
Really good. I went to Mexico, saw some of the sights, bought a very expensive bottle of tequila, and then another very expensive bottle of tequila for my brother. Had a shot of that earlier this evening, and it's absolutely delicious, which is not something I expect from tequila. It's,
Yeah, that's not
it's
usually how to
almond
describe it.
tequila. It's very sweet. Goes down incredibly smooth. Very nice. I sat on the balcony and watched the sea go by a bunch of times. I went to the front of the ship in the middle of the night and stared at the stars, and ate delicious Mexican food. So yeah, I got everything I wanted.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good trip.
Yeah, I had an absolute blast. I also watched the 1959, the day the Journey to the Center of the Earth, which absolutely
the day the Journey
rules.
to the Center.
I got it mixed up in my head with the day the Earth stood still, and I won't apologize for that shit either. But that movie fucking rules. Like, it's just great. I've seen people say, "Oh, the effects, they're bad and dumb." No, they're not. They're awesome. What so like I'm seeing like all the upgrade options at the bottom of the screen. What does O mean?
I think that's your options, but it might be screen clearing. It depends. It depends on the game sometimes.
I've got jokes.
I think that's your options, but it might be screen. That was a good little echo.
Yeah.
That's a lot of carrots.
Are they carrots? I thought they were strawberries.
They're carrots. Because you are playing as a bunny girl. It's all
Oh,
connected.
Beat understands bunny girlology.
Yeah, well, you know,
Clearly.
I know what I'm about.
nobody was going to tell you otherwise.
Nope. I do love the the cat submarine.
It,
That is a deeply hilarious sprite.
cat pirate submarine.
Cat pirate submarine. A lot going on there. Yeah, basically, compared to like the last two games you played, just viewing this game is just an absolute joy.
I mean, this is like what the
You are
system
now
was
fighting
built
a sexy mermaid that attacks you by saying, "Oh ho 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 ho."
for. And she has a ship for a hat.
Ship on her head.
She is wearing a ship for a hat. What's not to like?
I can see Cuphead got some inspiration from this.
Yeah, no, that
absolutely.
had to be an early source.
And now you're in an actual Gradius level. When did this happen? How'd they let that happen? I do like the moai heads are like, you know, representing, but they're all like Two-Face, like the Batman villain. Oh no! Oh, now you're totally, absolutely dead.
Yeah,
That's the thing about Gradius.
I have reached the get fucked point.
Yeah, like once you die, then you're gonna die a lot because you get used to having all your power-ups, and suddenly you got nothing. That's a cool game.
Indeed.
Alright, what time is it? It is 10:36, and I had quite the day, so I am going to excuse myself from the room and go to bed.
Yeah,
Have a great
no,
night,
I
all.
think we're gonna wrap up here after the next ending here. So right now,
Alright, well then
I'm fighting balloons. So
Well, then you won't mind me leaving 5 minutes early.
I
Have a great
understand.
night, gang.
Have a good
Peace.
one.
Night.
The next continue option, I'm out of here. But in the meanwhile, I'll fight some of these penguins. In like a dumb.
What did they ever do to you?
I mean, they're shooting at me. That's something.
Audacity.
And you've never heard of the Buddy Girl Penguin Wars, but it was a thing that happened.
This is the part where I just take your word for it.
Yeah. I like that moai ship was like just a spoiler to kill me because apparently I don't have to start back and actually attack it. Just everything's so adorable. I'm about to get fucked. Yep. Alright, that's the end of the night. I ran out of room. So thanks for watching. Thank you for joining us for random Sega Saturn games. If we come back to Saturn, we'll have better choices.
So are you using Yabayus or a different emulator?
Yaba. For anyone that is curious.